Concept 5, text wrapping. Text wrapping is a very important concept to understand in Word, because what it's essentially talking about is the relationship between a picture and text and how they interact. And so if you don't do anything with text wrapping, often you get pictures that will stand out and they don't fit into your text. And if you think about how newspapers look, that's the kind of image that we're going for, is text wrapped around a picture. So let's do it. So on page 3.42, and it says to use our navigation pane to move to the geography climate heading under Tanzania. So I'll click there, and I can close my navigation pane at that point. I'm going to move to the beginning of the second paragraph, where it says Tanzania. And I'm going to insert a picture. So I'm going to go Insert, and in the Illustrations group, I'm going to go to Picture, and I'm going to go to my desktop where I have my data files stored. So you should go wherever your Word files are. And we'll look it up in Lab 3, and we are looking for Kilimanjaro. There we go. And then we're going to click on Insert. And you'll see it looks really big. And so this is what happens when you try to use a picture without using text wrapping. It sits on the same line, and it's just really large. So we can, of course, shrink it down, and that's what we're going to do. It says to make it 2 inches high by 3 inches wide, and you'll need to have your ruler turned on to do that. And if you don't have your ruler turned on, you can find that under the View tab and turn it on your ruler. I'm going to shrink this then. I said to 2 inches high by 3 inches wide. So these are scaled, so this should be approximately that big. That's what it looks like. So even at this size, it still doesn't fit into this paragraph very well. So that's where text wrapping comes in. We can change that. We're going to click on the text wrap button from the Arrange group. And of course, this is in your picture tool, so you have to have your picture selected for these tools to be there. Once I have it selected, I can come over here to the text wrap button. It looks like a little dog sitting in front of a Venetian blind, in my opinion. And you'll see that there's several different types. By default, pictures are inserted in line with text, and you can see what that means. It's lined up with this line, and it's going to be completely on this line. And so typically what we're going to change it to is square, and you can see I have a live preview here, so what it'll look like. This is how you can put text or pictures behind text or in front of them and things like that. And we are, of course, going to choose square. And I'd say 9 times out of 10 when we choose a text wrap, it's almost always going to be square. So just remember that. And it says, if necessary, resize and position the picture until it looks like the picture in 3.39. And mine pretty much already does, maybe just a little bit down. Then it says move the picture to the center of the page, and you'll see how your text wraps around it. See, the idea here is that you can put a picture in the middle of a paragraph and text will work itself around it. Well, then we're going to move the picture back to the left margin, aligned with the top of the paragraph. So, just like that. Then we're going to move to the beginning of the first paragraph in the Peru Animal Life section. So you can just scroll down, find Peru and Animal Life. And we'll put our cursor right there. Once we've done that, we're going to insert, again, a picture, again from your data files, and we're going to get, oh, you guessed it, the pink flamingos. So go ahead and insert flamingos, once again, outrageously large. And tells us to then size the picture to approximately 1.15 inches wide and 1.75 inches tall. So that's a little trickier. A little trickier. So you just kind of have to guess. And remember, it doesn't really make a giant difference if it's, a centimeter off here and there. It's good to play with it, make sure you get it where you like, but don't waste a half an hour. Don't waste a lot of time trying to make that picture look just perfect. Close enough is good here. We're going to change the wrapping style, of course, to square. And you'll see how it nicely wraps in with our text. Once you've done that, you can save your document.